Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Mariana, and in today's video I am sharing with you my tips and tricks to start reading more in 2022. You see, I wanted to make this video because by now January is ending, and I know that a lot of people made one of their yearly resolutions to start reading more in 2022. And at times that can be a very daunting one because building that habit is sometimes very hard. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just share some of my tips so maybe I can help someone. So let's begin, shall we? I think that one of the best ways to start building a reading habit is to start small. And I'm not just talking about a small goal. Maybe reading 2 books a month or 3 books a month. It of course depends of how much time do you have to read. Also, you need to understand that not everyone has the same amount of time. For instance, I am a full-time student, so my free time is very limited. And everyone has, well, different amounts of free time. I say this because, of course, sometimes you see people that do their yearly wrap up and they have read 150 books, and sometimes you can feel a little bit of pressure. So be aware of the fact that you have to start small. It doesn't matter if somebody reads 10 books a month and you only read 2, you're starting at something. But when I say start small, I also mean start with small books, maybe novellas. There are great books that are under 150 pages that you can really enjoy, and maybe start building the habit that way. You don't have to read a 900-page book or an 8-part series to feel like you are actually building a reading habit. I would also recommend finding your preferred genre or genres. If I'm speaking from personal experience, when I am reading a book in a genre that I enjoy, I absolutely inhale it. For instance, if I am reading a murder mystery or a psychological thriller, I can read them in one afternoon, maybe a day or 2. But if I am reading maybe something historical or nonfiction, it can take me a week or 2 weeks. You have to find the kind of books that you enjoy first, so you don't feel like it's a drag, and second, so of course you can read them maybe a little bit faster if that's what you want. The goal, in my opinion, is to actually enjoy what you're. I would also say that it's very important to actually find your reading format. For instance, when I am reading in physical form, I absolutely love a hardcover, but it hurts my hands, so it's easier for me to read in paperback. The thing is that I actually live in a country where we don't have bookstores anymore. They were all forced to close. So I have to read in digital format because otherwise I have to import books from the US, and it can take up to a month or a month and a half. And it's very expensive. So I have to read either in PDF or an EPUB or an audiobook. And you have to find your preferred format. If you are a person that is very busy, but you still want to have that experience of you can use the audiobook tool. If you are always in your laptop, you can go for an EPUB or a PDF. Also, if you prefer to read on your phone or on a tablet or on your laptop, you have to find the easiest way for you to read. So I would say make reading part of your daily routine. For instance, when I study, I use the Pomodoro system, so 45 minutes of studying, 15 minutes of rest. And in those 15 minutes of rest, I usually read or I listen to a podcast or whatever. But I know that in a day, if I take, for instance, 3 sets of resting while I'm studying, at least one of them is for reading. I also read right after I have my lunch and right before I go to bed. So I know that maybe it's not 3 hours a day reading, but I have my little moments that I can dedicate to reading, and they are part of the things that I do every day. So they can help me or you make a habit. The last thing I would recommend to you is to actually find a community, whether it's on YouTube, so you can find reviews. Sometimes the description of the book is not very accurate, or you want to see what other people thought about a book that you want to read, so you can go and search for non-spoilery reviews, or you want to start a conversation, you can go on Facebook, on Reddit with friends, however you want to do it. But I would recommend finding a community, people that you can talk about the books you read or the ones that you want to read, so you can feel heard to an extent, so you can feel like you have someone to talk about it with. Those were the things that I actually did when I started building my reading habit. I hope you find them helpful, and maybe you will implement them in your daily life so they can help you read more in 2022. And that was it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, that you're having a great day, and until the next one, bye!